Hey everybody, welcome. I am Amy Collins and I have today with me Katie Farrell. Hey Katie,
Good morning, Amy.
how are you?
I'm doing very well. It's great to be here today.
Excited to have you and to relaunch our program here and introduce you to everybody. So for those of you who have previously listened to Teach Me to Wed's podcast, we are relaunching under the name MasterBrides. And we'll talk a little bit about that and why and all the exciting things about it. And so we're really excited. And I wanted to bring Katie on because Katie's my right arm. I'm telling you, I cannot do this without her. And so I thought it would be smart to bring her on so that everybody could see her smiling face and her friendly attitude and just why she wanted to be a part of this movement as well. And so we wanted to talk to you a little bit about it today and our own viewpoints and get you excited about what these next steps are. So originally we launched Teach Me to Wed back in 2018, and it was directed more of a course-based learning for brides, and it allowed them the opportunity to learn how to plan their wedding and all the templates and everything that they needed. And it was successful in the fact that we know what people want, and we were able to supply that to our, our listeners and those of you who are watching. And it was exciting. However, the market's changed quite a bit, and so we're noticing the biggest gap in that program was the accountability. So brides still wanted that personal touch, and so when we were getting feedback and saying, what do you love about the program? Everybody said the content's great, but I just still want that ability to ask questions and feel a sense of community. And so we sat down and went back to the drawing board and said, what can we do to make sure that we retool this program in a way that's going to enhance brides all over the world? And so when we did it, and we wrote it down and kind of came up with the whole idea, I thought, man, this isn't really like teaching them to wed. This is teaching them to master their wedding instead of just planning it. And so lo and behold, out came MasterBrides. And so our theme is don't just plan your wedding, master it. And so we're really excited to bring this program forward. It is a cohort style wedding planning, which is very new. To be honest, we have not found anybody doing this. And we've done a lot of market research out there. Even my high level coach, who's in very high into the industry, she's like, Amy, I've never heard anything about anything remotely like this, and we're so excited. And so we're excited to bring it to you. And basically the gist of it is we are a program that will drip content to you based on when your wedding is. So you are placed with a group of brides that are getting married in the same month you are. So if you are a September 2020 bride, you will be placed in a group of September 2020 brides. We will release the content to you based on where you're at in the planning process. We will bring specialists into the conversation so you can ask them questions. They'll give valuable information to you and feedback when you have questions. And then more importantly, we support you through our team. So people like myself and Katie, we're going to get in there. We're going to answer your questions. We're going to support you. And it's all for, wait for it, $39 a month. So the biggest thing, right? Katie, you can't beat that price, right? Applause, yeah, right? Big clap, not slow clap, big clap. Our biggest concern was making this affordable. And the reason I even created Teach Me to Wed, and of course in the beginning, was I just saw a gap. I saw a gap of brides who wanted a beautiful wedding and didn't know how to plan it, and were making financial decisions that impacted their whole life, and particularly their wedding day as well. And they maybe weren't smartest decisions, or they could have made better ones as far as where the money went and how it went further. So that's how Teach Me to Wed even happened. And so to bring this new 2.0 version out is really exciting, because I feel like our brides are going to get this whole different experience compared to anything else that's out there. So there really is nothing else out there. And Katie, do you want to add anything to that? Do you feel that way? Like when you first heard about it, like we mapped it out, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy to speak to that. So I think this is, as Amy was mentioning, really a gap in the industry. So it not only, there's nothing like this, it really allows the most comprehensive, robust wedding planning experience for those brides who want to be really involved. And grooms. I mean, brides and grooms can do this together. They can be involved together. They can sit and work through the material together. And it appeals to that bride who is wanting to be part of a cohort of other women who are going through the same things, going through, what do I do when? I want someone to talk about this with me. I want, to go through the struggles with someone of, getting seat assignments or getting florals or whatever that may be, and just have a group of women who get it and are in the same place. And that's a really great opportunity with this program that I think, is a gap in the market, and it's really unique in that way. And we want to serve those people who are looking for that.
Yeah, it's exciting. I think every bride goes through the roller coaster, right? The excitement of getting engaged, and then it's, oh my gosh, I got to get my vendors, and they kind of put their head down in the sand, just get their stuff that they need. And then they kind of do this lull. And then all of a sudden it's that, 60 to 90 days out. And for those of you, Katie works on my team, my professional team for Amy Grace events. And we always do this with our brides, like 60 to, oh my gosh, we're like, it's okay. We've been working on the back end for the last 5 months when you took your break. And so what we want to teach is how to plan your wedding from the very beginning. And we want you to actually enjoy your day in first person. And we understand a lot of you can't afford a full service planner. We get it. Like, money's tight, it's one day. And so if you can't afford a team like us in our professional sense with Amy Grace Events, which is our agency, we needed to bring something that people still got that great advice that we're giving our clients who can afford us in the marketplace. And I think that's also one of those things where people feel confident if they know they're getting the advice from a trusted source. And so I think when you're looking at free Facebook groups and all these resources, Pinterest, Instagram, like all of them, sometimes it can create more chaos. Do you feel like that, Katie? Do you feel like, you're talking to friends and they're like, I don't even know where to start. I'm so exhausted.
Yeah, I feel like with all the different resources out there, like Pinterest, like all of these different places where you can go, Instagram, it really creates a sense of overwhelm. And I feel like what MasterBrides does is takes that theoretical into something tangible, where you're able to go through something all the way from A to Z and be involved in it and have a say in it and really own it and master it.
It's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to kind of come on today, just as this relaunch in the podcast world, a couple of things you'll notice that are different. For those of you who are listening, you're probably not going to notice any difference, but we're actually videoing, I don't think that's working. Videotaping. It's not even video anymore, right? It's probably like something else. Who knows, right? It's like VHS, guys. I'm aging myself rapidly. But basically we're videoing this, and we're going to be putting this on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and all these different modes and ways for people to get connected to our movement and whatnot. So we encourage you to share this information, to share this podcast, subscribe to this, tell all the brides you know about it. So every week we're going to be interviewing people and bringing ideas forward. So for those of you who aren't in the MasterBrides program, you're still going to get a lot of information on this podcast per usual, just like in the past. So our structured format going forward will be a three-peat kind of thing. So first, I will teach about a topic. So coming up next week is how to book a venue. That's always a huge question. We're like, oh, great, I'm engaged. Now where do I get married? And so we're going to talk about that, just some of the key top ways of booking a venue. And then we're going to interview a professional. So I interview a vendor in the space that's doing what they're doing, ask them about some trends, some tips, some tricks, all those type of things. And so we've got coming up in the next quarter here, we've got a photographer, we've got florists, we've got DJs, we've got a minister. So we've got different vendors for you to listen from in their own words on how to book someone like them or how to find someone like them in the industry. And then we interview, for those of you who've listened to us previously, a real bride story. So we've got all of our real brides coming forward. We're going to ask them about their special days, things they love, things that they would change. And there's so much that you can glean from people like that, because if you've done it once, you've got a lot to say usually about the good, the bad, and the ugly. And so we bring them on to give you, a high view of that. So we're excited about this next quarter and then going forward. So make sure you tune in every week. We will be releasing new podcasts. Again, if you're more of a YouTube follower, follow us on YouTube, MasterBrides. and then Instagram and Facebook and all that under MasterBrides. We're pretty excited about it. So this week we did just want to come on, tell you to check out the program. MasterBrides.com is the website for the actual MasterBrides program. We encourage you to take a look at it. Again, it is $39 a month. It is, and I don't mean this in a rude way, but if you can't afford $39 a month to teach you how to plan your wedding, chances are you probably shouldn't be planning a wedding. I mean, just from the overall cost that even a basic elopement would cost. I mean, this is just beyond a steal. So I just want you to get great advice. I want you to feel confident about your wedding. I want you to enjoy yourself. Katie and I are pretty fun people. I mean, I would say that.
I would say so too.
Yeah, right? I feel like we're a little silly, but I feel like that's okay, because if people don't like silly, they're probably not going to make it emotionally through their wedding anyway. You got to be able to laugh a little bit, right? But we're excited about it. We're excited to bring you along in this trip and this process, and we encourage you to check it out. Send us a DM if you have any questions. We can answer about the program. For those of you who are in the Detroit area, we will be at the Detroit Bridal Show. Yay! And we will be officially launching in person this program. So if you need questions, like, come check us out. We'd love to see you. We're at the Cabo Bridal Show in Detroit on August 25th, 26th, whatever that Saturday is. Or
25th.
Sunday, right?
25th.
Yeah,
Yep.
25th. So come check us out. We'd love to see you. Katie and I will be there, and we will go from there. So again, welcome back for those of you who listened to us before. Welcome to those of you who are new. Again, I'm Amy Collins, and this is Katie Farrell, and we are so excited to have you a part of the MasterBrides program, and happy planning. Bye for now.